Ford Focus, it's not exactly a car that oozes forecourt appeal now, is it? However, it's one that really does impress you when you eventually take it out for a test drive, and whenever I recommend a Ford Focus to people, they always come back and say, that was really, really good to drive. However, having a great chassis isn't enough these days. To impress people, a modern family hatchback has to be sports car stylish, super mini economical, limousine luxurious, and packed full of the latest technology. And the Mark III Focus was starting to feel a bit lacking in these areas. That's why Ford has given it one of the most extensive midlife updates in automotive history. They've managed to do that while keeping the starting price the same at £14,000. The most obvious change is here at the front. We've got that Aston Martin style grille there, and new sleeker headlamps like on the Fiesta. And overall, I like the look of the front of the Focus. Now, at the back, it was always a bit of a dog's breakfast, but they tried to tone it down a bit by adding some new tail lamps and some simpler tailgate design there, but really, yeah, there was only so much they could do. Ford has also bestowed the new Focus with its latest range of economical engines to make it more competitive. There's a punchy new 1.5 litre turbo petrol which can return over 50 miles per gallon, and a 1.5 litre diesel which can do 74 miles per gallon and emits under 100 grams per kilometre of carbon dioxide, so is free from road tax. Bizarrely, Ford will actually sell you the new Focus, but with the old 1.6 litre diesel engine from the previous car for £100 less than it costs to have it with the new 1.5 litre diesel, and that saving is just completely pointless if you ask me. That's because the old engine is neither quite as clean nor as economical as the new one. This particular car though has the 1 litre petrol 3-cylinder EcoBoost, which is one of the best, if not the best engine of its kind on the market. The higher power 125 horsepower model has just about enough performance for a car of this size, and Ford says it can do over 60 miles per gallon. Thing is though, while these little turbo petrol engines make great economy promises on paper, out here in the real world, it's very, very hard to get anywhere near to those miles per gallon figures. I mean, do you want to have a quick look at what I'm averaging now? If you just look down here. Oh dear. To be fair though, I have been driving through the mountains and doing plenty of stopping and starting while filming, and I'm sure that if I was in another make-up car with a similar type of engine, it would be the same story. But still, it's not great, is it? One of the biggest challenges Ford has faced with the Focus was trying to make it feel as upmarket inside as a Volkswagen Golf, and so a revamp of the interior was required. All but the entry-level car gets this new 8-inch colour touchscreen, and it helps make the interior seem more modern than before. It's also so much easier to use than the old infotainment system, which had a confusing array of buttons, which meant that, well, it was more like playing a puzzle than operating a stereo. The Focus also gets the latest version of Ford's Sync system, and it has a wider variety of voice commands, and it can even understand very strong accents, as I'll demonstrate now by speaking to it in Brummie.
Please say a command.
Where are we?
You are currently on RC8 Emil.
In case you're wondering, that's in Spain. There are also some other changes to help the Focus feel more upmarket while you're driving it. There's some new windows, better door seals, thicker insulation in the wheel wells, and all this is designed to make the Focus even quieter to travel in. In fact, Ford says this is the quietest car in its class, and I have absolutely no reason to doubt that. It is a very quiet car to travel in, although to be fair, the old Focus wasn't exactly noisy, but you know, hey, bragging rights always look good on advertising billboards. Ford has also altered the suspension to make it even more cushioning over bumps, but once again, you would only notice this with a direct back-to-back test with the old car, which was pretty comfy anyway. It's the same with the steering actually. Apparently, it's slightly sharper than before to make the car a bit more responsive, and yeah, you know, it feels good to drive, and I'd say the Focus is still a little bit more fun to drive than its main rivals, but once again, the improvement, it's not massive, but then there was nothing really wrong with how this car drove in the first place. So then, as before, the Focus is a car which will impress people on a test drive. But importantly, the improvements to the looks, the technology and the quality are clear, and so the new Focus is now more likely to impress people on the forecourt too. Click on the video windows to watch our review of the Volkswagen Golf and the Skoda Octavia. Click on the play icon to watch our latest video review, and on our logo to subscribe to our channel.